Hello there, beloved. God bless you. Thanks for tuning in to join us on the AVAD channel, A Verse A Day. Permit me to wish you a very happy new month. As you go in this new month, may you hear a voice behind a voice telling you this is the way to go. May you not waste efforts. May you trust God in all that you do, and He will lead your path. I powerfully welcome you to the 121st episode of AVAD in the pool of 2026. We would remain on the 48th chapter of the book of Psalm. Today we'll be looking at the 4th verse. We had looked at what it is to be that person God can showcase what He can do to the world, and He wants you to be intentional about praising Him and letting people know that that which you show as peculiarity is sourced in God, is being sustained by God, and at the end of the day is going to provoke out of them trust and implicit confidence in the Master. Further ahead, we will talk about that man that trusts in God. So Psalm chapter 40 verse 4, blessed is that man who makes the Lord his trust. The Bible is saying that the man who has implicit confidence in God is going to be blessed. The man who has faith in God, the man who does not put his trust in the arm of flesh. In the exact word of Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 5, he's talking about the reverse of this. He says, cursed is the man who puts his trust in the arm of flesh. So for you not to be cursed by God in His word, you must be able to trust in God. That is what he's saying. And yesterday we had looked at the 8th verse of the same Jeremiah chapter 17 that talks about the person who trusts God. That person is going to be stable, is going to be connected, is going to feed from the very source, is going to have access to vitality, and such a person will not be seasonal. The person will have all-round relevance. Let's go ahead. And does not respect the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. So the person who trusts in God, who believes in God, who has faith in God, has depth of conviction. When you eat your note of conviction, doing the will of God, you will not see it as being forced or being coerced. It comes from the place of you loving Him. And when you love upon God, you are exposing yourself, you are having access to the database of God's wisdom. When we go into the scriptures, we estray 1 Corinthians chapter 2, and we take it from the 9th verse. It says, yes, I've not heard, eyes have not seen, neither has it entered into the heart of men what God is said to do for those who love Him. The 10th verse says that the Spirit searches all things, the deep things of God. So you that loves God, you that will be intentional about your daily work and growth in Him, such a person would have access to the wisdom that is above the earthly. That is how it is. And when we are talking about trusting God, is not about trusting Him in certain aspects of your life. The key to Him directing you is given unto us in the book of Proverbs chapter 3. When we paraphrase the 5th, 6th and 7th verse, it says that you should trust God and you should not lean on your own understanding, not on your own expertise, not on your own brightness, not your own intelligence or the network of friends that you have got. And it says, when you acknowledge Him in all your ways, He will lead your path. And in the exact contrast in Psalms 10 verse 5 towards 6, you will see the Bible says that for those who do not retain God in their knowledge, He will give them all up to a reprobate mind. So the trust that we're talking about here is the one that is closely knitted to faith. And we know in the exact words of Hebrews 11 verse 6, the Bible says that without faith it is impossible to please God. When you're not pleasing God, you're pitching yourself against Him. And it says that those who come to God, that is the place of intentionality. You are coming to God to be able to learn from Him by observation, by instruction, by revelation, such that you'll be able to replicate that which you learn from Him. My son, give me your heart, let your eyes observe the things that I do. Proverbs 23 verse 26. So all these things, when you put them together in your daily walk with God, you would be able to walk according to faith, because that is the way God does things. So you yourself, you'll be able to inculcate same in your scheme of things. This is what God will have us share together today. Please sit with it in the place of meditation. The Spirit of God, being the teacher emeritus, will be able to breathe upon it and make you understand better. Please make same available to people all around you as we continue to encumber the cyberspace with godly content like this. A verse a day. Shalom.